And we are live! What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Keen Arakami here. Welcome to the Dumbass with Actual Expectations the Keen's Game Podcast, episode 12. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. Going to be a good hour of just talking about Persona and SMT5. Today, I got my two good friends with me. First, I want to introduce Katana Rikku. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having me here.
Of course. Thanks for coming in at last second, too. It's always a pleasure to have you on here. And, of course, we have pretty much a regular, someone who's been in probably 10 of the 12 episodes of the Keen's Game Podcast, DavidCast JRPGs. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up? With that intro, I feel right at home. Certified dumbass with actual expectations here.
This is the Dumbass with Actual Expectations cast. We're going to name it that tonight. Because we have a lot to talk about. We have reason to believe that, February is a Persona 25th anniversary month. We do have reasons to believe that the announcement is coming sooner rather than later, and we will get to why we think that. But before we start, guys, I want your thoughts on Persona 25th anniversary so far up to this point. We're here February 6th. This started back in September. I'm going to start with Rikku because I think I know pretty much David's thoughts on it so far. But Rikku, what do you think all in all about Persona's 25th anniversary so far?
So far, it's been kind of underwhelming, but mainly because there hasn't been a huge thing yet for me personally. But hopefully if Persona 4 does come out this month, that will kind of fix everything personally for me. So far, it's just kind of not too hyped about it, but
What would you rate it so far on a scale of 1 to 10?
Right now, I'd say a 5, just kind of baseline, nothing super crazy has happened yet.
You're being very generous with that 5 right there.
I don't know, 5 is just just down the road, down the middle, it's just whatever,
Oh my gosh, thank you, Demi Pro, for the $1 donation. I appreciate that.
Unrelated, but are you gonna pick up Monarch? Also,
yeah,
is the
yeah,
night
five
gonna
out of
announce
10.
that are the guy
That's
porting
me.
P4G in collaboration with P-Hub?
So the thing auto-generates the voice when someone donates and says whatever. It says, Demicro asks if I am getting Monarch. Yes, I am getting Monarch. I played the demo. It's very good. David, I know you've played the demo as well. Rikku, have you played the demo?
I have not played the demo, but I heard some music, and I think I will be getting it at some point.
Yes. David, what do you think of the demo so far? Just initial thoughts of the demo.
No, it's pretty good. Lots of potential, but I need to play more.
Definitely. You can't really judge it on a 3-hour demo, but
Nah.
it's got a lot of great ideas. So David, if you were to go over P25's anniversary so far, if you were to rate it, what would you think?
I think 5's a good score. I'm pretty happy with Ultimax. I was really hoping this would come back because I never played Ultimax, so that's really exciting to me. I love my Switch so much, so it's a new Atlas game on Switch. That's also a win. And I have a lot of expectations for what's next, and I honestly think, all expectations aside, I think they're going to do great with what's next.
You sound like a real dumbass with those expectations over there.
I mean, they're not wrong, but I think a 5 for now is pretty good.
Now, before we get any further, just wanted to do some shout-outs right quick. Prestige, welcome. Halo guy, Nexo, how you doing tonight? Robert Visa, what's up? Virgil, Goatman, H2DK, fellow, he is a patron of the channel. Thank you so much. Atticus, what's going on? Liam, he's a patron as well. Welcome. Lazy Panda, Super Gamer Guy, Ryan. How are y'all doing tonight? Thank you so much. All 32 of you right now showed up. You guys are going crazy. It's 10:15 p.m. and you're just hearing 3 grown-up adults talk about anime video games and what we expect is going to happen. So we appreciate you for that. Thank you all so much for being here. What's up, Kiro? Well, what's up, Demi Crow? So let's go ahead and start with, I think we can all agree P4G is going to be our choice of what we think is going to be coming this month. Correct me if I'm wrong, but do you guys think that?
Yes. I think it's a safe bet. It's already on PC. They can just get it on consoles already.
Right. So I will ask, some people obviously will have a problem with it being on consoles. Oh, you can play it on PC right now for $11. Bro, shut
Tell
up.
him. Tell him.
Bro, shut up. So, if this were to happen, do you think it would be underwhelming? Do you think it would be good for, Persona 25th anniversary? Do you think that there might be another announcement? Anyone can chime in. And I want to get you guys know in the comments as well. Let me know what you think. But do you think it will be, a little underwhelming or what?
Not at all. That'd be like the biggest announcement for ever since the PC reveal for Persona. Totally.
Yeah.
If it comes to consoles like this, man, that's a really, really big deal. I think at first there's going to be like as you mentioned, the PC guys are going to cry and call this a worthless announcement. And I mean, I get it. I get it. But there's so many people that want to play this game on PlayStation and Switch. And again, it feels weird saying it's not on PlayStation. That makes zero sense. Like for Switch, I can see some reasons, but PlayStation? Come on, man.
I know for real. It doesn't make any sense. And we all know there's probably not an exclusive deal. Why would they keep that shit exclusive to Vita? That would be pretty fucking stupid at this point, because they're not even, Atlas isn't even making money off of P4G on Vita, except for the few stores on the PSN store digitally. And that's
and you know
$20.
what's crazy? The reason why people won't freak out if it really happens, if that's the February reveal, it's because that would be a common sense reveal. It's like, oh, finally, that's what everyone's going to say, because it should have happened years ago.
It would be more of a relief than anything else.
Right. That would be like, okay, you're 4 years late, but okay, it's better late than never. That's this type of announcement. It's not like, if they were to drop like or announce some new P5 spinoff, that would be kind of surprising, or just some new spinoff. They bring back Persona 1 or Persona 2. That would be surprising as well. P4G? Come on, man. That's, common sense announcement.
Shout out to the 40 people here right now. This is amazing. Thank you all guys for coming. Leave a like if you haven't already so more people can see us. And I have David's and Riku's links down in the description. You probably already followed them, subscribed to them, but make sure you subscribe to them. Oh my gosh, Demi Pro with another $1 donation. He says, me just want Xbox.
Me just wants Xbox.
So, P4G to Xbox, what do y'all think?
I don't think it's happening.
Nope.
I'm sorry, but I doubt it.
Me neither. If Microsoft were to pay for one Atlas game, it would be P5.
Right. Which is crazy because P5 was rumored to be coming to Game Pass at one point. Remember that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It could still happen. I can see it.
I think that ship's kind of sailed by now, though. I don't think.
You're probably not wrong.
Right, but
maybe once they reveal P6 by the end of the anniversary, Microsoft may be like, "Hey, that game that ranked like amongst the top 5 best ranked games on PS4? We kind of want that game on Game Pass." And since there's apparently no exclusivity deal, I think it could happen. But yeah, for now, I can't really see it.
I can't see it here. So Rikku, I don't think we got your opinion on this about P4G. Do you think it would be an underwhelming kind of thing, or do you think there might be another announcement with that? What do you think?
I think it's one of those things where, like, it's already on PC, but so many people want it on consoles that it's going to be a big deal it's going to just be a big deal, in my opinion. I'm the kind of person, I already have it on PC, but I would buy it a second and third time on PlayStation and Switch just to have it. And I think there's a lot of other people out there who are like that, or just waiting to buy it for the first time on modern consoles. So yeah, I think it would be a big deal personally.
Liam with a $5 donation.
We'll get Persona on Xbox when Valve announces Half-Life 3.
He says we'll get a Persona announcement on Xbox when Valve announces Half-Life 3.
Oh boy.
yeah.
I have another one.
I agree.
I have another one. We'll get Persona on Xbox when Rockstar fixes GTA Trilogy.
Oh no. Dude, that shit releases on Switch physically in 5 days too.
In 5 days? Oh
Yep.
boy.
It was already out.
Physically, no.
Oh,
Well,
physically.
physically.
Okay, gotcha.
Semi-physical, but
Well, you
I'm
have
gonna
2
have
of the
to pass
games
on
on the
that.
cart, which ain't bad. But
they could pay. If they were to
yeah.
pay the 64 gigabytes cart like Dragon Quest, they would be fine.
bro, Rockstar ain't giving us GTA 5 for free on PS5. Do you think they're going to put 3 games on a single cart?
No.
Exactly. Fuck that. So, what I also want to get into is this idea, and it dawned on me yesterday. I was speaking to someone on social media. Actually, a few people have said that kind of P4G would kind of be useless on consoles because, Atlas West doesn't care. I mean, Atlas Japan doesn't care about the Western audience, and P4 Golden is reaching so many people. But on the flip side, I feel like in Japan, you can see Switch sales are, God, they have them in almost every household. So do you think it would be beneficial more for Atlas West or Atlas Japan to release P4G on consoles?
P4G on Xbox or Jack Bros remake
Persona's
first?
doing crazy well in the West. Like, this is not like mainline. Mainline SMT, it's like, yeah, it's a Japan thing. But Persona, my God, the sales numbers that we're getting. So the Strikers numbers, that's insane. Insane. When the Western numbers came up. It's crazy.
Shout out to Demicro for the $1 donation as well. I didn't see your message, but thank you so much for always donating. I appreciate it. So, Rikku, do you think it would be more like, do you think it'll do better in the West or in Japan? Because I think that the Switch sales in Japan kind of justify them porting it onto consoles, even though a ton of people can play it on PC already.
Yeah, it's like, in terms of console, Switch is like almost like the only console to get in Japan. And so, yeah, I think it'd be a huge deal in Japan. Like, for the West, like, yeah, I think Atlas cares more about Japan more than the West. But, I mean, that doesn't mean, like, a lot of people are still going to buy this in the West. But I think for Japan, you just kind of have to have it on Switch, really, to be honest. And it's like, it's easy. It was already on the Vita, but still, It's
Which
like
the Vita was very popular in Japan, but it's kind of, it's yesterday's news. Pretty much, they've stopped supporting that. So, bring it on the modern platforms, I think it'd do well. Now, before we go on to other predictions, I just want to say one more thing about P4G coming to consoles, and it's how it's going to be delivered. Now, my thought process is that, and I think I actually told David about this, is that we still don't have the console pre-orders up yet for P4AU, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, which releases next month. I think it's like the middle of next month, if I'm not mistaken. Demicro with another $1 donation. Thank you so much. Always.
I ended a cow. Moo.
Oh my gosh. Something about a cow moo. But Demicro's always saying something about Jack Bros or something like that. Where was I?
Persona 4, how it's going to be delivered on consoles.
Oh, yes. So, we cannot pre-order Persona 4 Arena Ultimax on consoles yet, but they made a big point of saying it's available on Steam right now. And on Steam, you could get the Midnight Collection on that as well. My thought process is that they're going to announce P4G for consoles, and they're going to bundle it as a part of P4AU as a Midnight Channel Collection that's going to be coming to Switch and PS4 as well, alongside P4AU. I want to get your guys' thoughts on that. Do you think it's going to happen, or do you think it'll just be a standalone release if it does happen?
I could definitely see that happening. I kind of would hope that it is also standalone, but I mean, I would definitely just buy the collection. But yeah, I could definitely see that happen. It's already like a thing on PC, so yeah, I could see them holding an announcement just to like kind of get it all together.
I can see it being, what would be a real Atlas move? If it is like exclusively bundled with P4AU at launch, and then they don't say that later it's going to be sold separately. That would be something that they could do, because it would push P4AU sales a lot, but then they would get all the other peeps that waited once they reveal it for like full price a year later. That would be such an Atlas move. I can see that as well.
No, do you know what
But
would be an
hopefully they
Atlas
sell it
move?
separately.
Do you know what would be an Atlas move? Putting P4AU on Switch when P4G isn't even available. And just leaving it at that.
I mean, Strikers.
Yeah,
But
I hope that doesn't happen. But yeah.
now, another donation,
That
Liam.
makes too much sense, which means Atlas won't do it.
Liam donated $3 and says that makes too much sense and Atlas won't do it. Yeah, I see your thought process on that, but let's give them the benefit of the doubt for once, because I think if it were to happen, it'd be right now. Now, as you guys know, when P3 and P5 Dancing came here to the West, or just released on PS4, it was also bundled with an exclusive version of P4D for PS4, and to this day, that is the only way you can buy P4D on PS4. It's only bundled with P3 and P5D, the Endless Night Collection. Do you think they'll do something similar with that? Do you think if they do have P4G on consoles, it'll remain exclusive? Because I got my own thoughts about that.
That wouldn't even surprise me, but at the same time, it's different because even if you did sell they did sell P4G separately on PS4, it wouldn't do as well. Like they're not missing out on, we're talking millions of copies. They're missing out on like 50,000 copies. You know, P4G it's a whole different beast. But again, it's Atlas, so it wouldn't really surprise me.
Rikku, your thoughts on that?
I kind of feel the same way. Like you can't really predict Atlas at this point. But I don't think it would be as bad since it's only 2 games as opposed to, you said only way you can get P4 is if you get the all 3 collections. You said something like that,
right? The only way to get P4D
is
to buy the Endless Night collection of P3 and P5D.
Okay, yeah, that would suck, but it wouldn't be as bad because it's only 2 games. So yeah, I mean, I think it would suck, but I don't think it would be like the worst thing.
Now, let's move on to sucking off P4G on consoles for a second to go on to other things that we think might happen during the month of February for Persona's 25th anniversary. I really think the announcement's coming soon. I want to get your guys' thoughts. If it's not P4G, what do you think it will be? And I'm going to start with David right quick.
Persona 3. A port PC consoles. I think that's next in line for sure in terms of Persona ports. I think that's next.
Now,
totally.
What do you think the Persona 3 game would be? What do you think it would entail? Because certain leakers have said that it's going to be a combination between Fez and portable. I want to get your thoughts on what it might be.
I'm thinking FES HD with party control. That's all.
That's
not
all we
the
need.
Soundtrack from portable. Not the female main character. Nothing. Just HD FES with the answer and party control.
And
as an option, hopefully.
And I think that would be the best option, honestly.
Right. It needs to be an option because I know some people will be bummed if we're losing the original garbage control, regular
control. Bro, I knew it. I fucking knew it, dude. My man's always got to hate on P3. I apologize for any P3 lovers in the chat.
Remember that tweet? Oh, I feel like playing P3.
What a fucking lie that was.
Next day, I'm like, nah, fuck that.
That was fucking bait. Now, Rikku, if we don't get P4G for consoles, what else do you think it might be?
Okay, so first off, I haven't even fully played P3 yet, so I would really hope that if it's not P4, they do also they just go ahead and just do P3. But I think it would probably be like only on PC, honestly.
Oh,
if
really?
they do that. They might think like, oh, we got P4 out, we just move on to the next one, get that on PC too, or some weird move like that.
Oh my god, I can see that. If they do that, I'm dropping from like 40% interest in a P3 port to 0 real quick. I'm not even
Steam
getting
Deck, bro. Steam Deck.
Yeah.
I don't want to get a Steam Deck.
I am
as well, but I mean, I can already emulate FES on Steam Deck,
Yeah. And if they do P3, I agree with David. And that's like the only way I can see it is like an HD FES. I kind of don't see them like mixing up too much with portable and FES. I just think it's going to be HD FES basically.
You know what?
Actually, do a straight portable port too. Oh. That's scary, but it could happen. It really could. I can see it. I can really see it.
It's been rumored as far back as P4G come to PC.
It'd be weird to me. But
I'm trying to imagine like portable being played on a TV,
$5
like if it was on PlayStation 2 and
Persona
it's just
3
portable,
is
he's just moving his
on,
cursor around
David.
like static backgrounds. It would be really weird.
Well, it's kind of like a visual novel with deep combat for some reason.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Liam donated $5 again, saying $5 to say P3 is amazing, and he said something in French. I'm not sure. I can't say that.
He says I'm an idiot.
I mean, yeah. Anyways, when Rikku said that about it exclusively coming to PC, that made me think, by the way, shout out to the 50 people that are, 51 now. Thank you all so much for joining this shit show, and just, it's great. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you guys are too. But, just want to get your, I remember Atlas saying the only reason that P4AU is happening on consoles is because of the success of P4G on Steam, that they're bringing it to other platforms as well. P4AU, to be exact. You remember that, David?
What? Sorry?
Remember when Atlas said that because of the success of P4G on Steam, that they decided to bring P4AU as a multi-platform release?
It's the weirdest thing.
That's like Atlas publishing a Nocturne HD clip with no audio because they know it's garbage. That's as logical.
Alley Cat starts playing.
Oh, what a small inconvenience.
Ooh, Rikku, do you remember that when they said that?
Oh yeah, I remember because like I think OJ covered it, and it was just like one of the most what the freak moments of Atlas.
What the fuck?
Oh, because of the success of this on PC, we're gonna do this. I'm like, wait, what? Hold on, what?
Right.
Okay,
How's that?
not bring the actual game to consoles.
Yeah, due to the actual success of P4G on PC, we're bringing Persona 3 to PC. That makes sense.
That makes sense. I can definitely see that.
It's like if Nintendo was like, due to the success of Pokemon Legend Arceus, we're bringing back Mario Kart on GameCube to Switch. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
stupid.
It's like ass backwards, man. I don't get why Atlas does what they do sometimes. You are right. Rikku said earlier that Atlas is hard to predict, and it's because they make the most, like, nonsensical decisions to me. I'm not bashing them. I'm just saying sometimes it could be nonsensical, like having a sequel to a game on a system that doesn't even have the first game in the first place. And that includes Persona 4 Arena when it released on Xbox 360. That includes Persona 5 Strikers. That includes Persona 4 Dancing, which is exclusive to the Endless Night Collection, when Persona 4 isn't even on PS4 to begin with.
Yeah.
So,
like, I'm trying to find a pattern so far in this this anniversary, and I can't. That's why I can't really safely predict that like Persona 3 would not be a PC exclusive. I can almost really see that happening.
So we're going to continue the stream at least until a little after 11. There might be, and we don't know 100% sure because we're dumbasses with actual expectations. There might be an announcement. If there is an announcement, it usually happens at 11 p.m. EST. The reason why we think that there is an announcement. Oh, hi, J-Cat. Welcome to the stream. We're just being horny here. Wait, no, I'm never horny. I'm sorry. I've never been.
You're right on time, J-Cat. We're having issues here.
The reason why we think that it's coming very soon is because Panhime, at Regular Panties on Twitter, has been really keeping up with the Atlas 25th website, and they've really been updating everything recently with, stuff that's coming soon, the main news section and everything. And usually when they do, something's coming. So do you guys think it's happening this week? Do you think it's happening later on in the future? And if it is P4G, do you think it makes sense to do it now rather than later?
Yes, it makes sense now rather than later because they're already late to the party. So totally. I honestly don't expect it tonight myself. I can kind of see it, but as I said before, it's like single-digit percentage out of 100 that it happens tonight, in my opinion. But I can. My bet is. Should I say my prediction for P4G in February? How I think it's gonna happen.
How do you think it's going to happen?
I think they're going to reveal that a direct is happening this week, and we're going to get it during the direct. Kind of like how Arena was during the Game Awards.
So you're saying that we could get an announcement tomorrow that there's going to be a direct happening like Thursday?
I'm thinking announcement Tuesday, direct Wednesday.
Okay. Because there is a strong... there's also been a rumor, not that it's related anyway to Persona, but Batman Arkham Collection's also coming to Switch as well.
Oh, yeah, that's happening.
I saw that. Yeah.
That's happening 100%.
It should have happened. Dude, Arkham Knight released in 2014, I think. I mean, they're kind of like 8 years too late.
Oh, man, they're going to be portable. I'm here for it.
Oh, I am too. Don't get me wrong. I'm buying that shit because
Oh yeah, me
Arkham
too.
games is one of my favorite game series of all time. Without that, it got me out of a gaming slump when I was in one. So Arkham Asylum, one of the best games ever made, in my opinion. Love it, love it, love it. So
Oh yeah, you're an Asylum guy too?
I'm an Asylum guy.
Nice.
I
Everyone's
love.
like, "Oh, City's the best one." I'm like, "Nah, man. Asylum's dude with Killer Croc and stuff."
Oh, dude,
Shit.
the Scarecrow missions, man.
Oh, yeah, good game.
It kind of came out of nowhere too. I remember. Welcome to the Batman Arkham podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I remember playing the original demo for Arkham Asylum in GameStop. I never even heard of the game before. That was before I still had dial-up internet at the time with my parents because we live in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
Dude, you must have been amazed at these graphics back then
It
on
was
PS3.
insane, man. And
Ooh, I bet.
I can tell you this: my cousin, my dad's cousin, had a PS3 and he got it, and I stayed at his house and played the entire game on his PS3, and I was just amazed. Rikku, have you ever played the Arkham games?
I'm sorry, I haven't.
Oh,
Haven't.
man, you got to get on that. Do you like superhero stuff, Batman stuff?
I've been always into like, Marvel, Spider-Man, like even through the PS2. I haven't really played a bunch of DC games though.
Man, you got to get on the Arkham games if they come to Switch, man.
Yeah.
They are just
Probably will.
they're classics.
I
man.
remember I remember the graphics they completely killed me back then as well, because the game that I stopped playing for Asylum was Xenoblade Chronicles on Wii. That's what I was playing at the time, and I then jumped into Asylum after my friend lent me his copy. And dude, the graphics
Amazing.
on Xenoblade on Wii to Batman on PS3, that was insane. I was like, oh my god, my Wii's that old?
Dude, it's such a great series. I love the games, but we're not talking about the Arkham games. Play them if you haven't. If you haven't, you really need to get it. It's usually $8 on Steam, and if you're getting a Steam Deck, that's a way to make it portable. Get it.
Okay.
But we're not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about Persona 25th Anniversary. And so what I wanted to discuss next is what my prediction is if P4G doesn't happen on consoles this month. I think we can almost expect... I think an announcement we're going to get is just a concert, honestly. I don't think it's going to be
Not
a
a
game.
concert. I don't think we're gonna get a concert, man. In Japan, it's fucked up. The pandemic
Doesn't
right
matter.
now.
They could do the exact same thing that they did for the SMT concert last year. Remember when that was
Yeah.
virtual only?
Yeah, but that's Persona. They were gonna sell a lot of tickets. I don't know, man. I can't see it. Not again. They just did one in December.
But that was
They
only for
wouldn't
the
do
people
another
there.
one. Right, but still.
Someone
Maybe. I mean, yeah, maybe.
Someone in the chat asked, what's the context for the stream? We're just being dumbasses with expectations. There might be an announcement tonight. There might not. We're not 100% sure, so don't take our word for granted. Rikku, what do you think about the idea of a concert?
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like. I don't know. I really have no clue because I don't really care about the concerts. Like, unfortunately, I don't really tune into the Persona concerts. Like, the only one I watched was like the one in 2020 with the SMT, or maybe it was 2020. I can't remember. But I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something that they would do. I feel like they would do something else. Something like a
Rikku, you're talking about the same company that gave us wallpapers for the September announcement.
here I am. That would be more exciting than wallpapers. I will say that.
This company is unpredictable. I mean, even the Atelier series is celebrating its 25th anniversary, and they've already announced a game for their first announcement. They're going to have like 6 announcements, and they've already announced a game. That's already more exciting than whatever the
A
fuck
new
we've done.
game.
Yes.
Not a port, a new game.
Right, that's already more exciting
doing
than the
better than
shit that
Alice
we've
right
gotten
now.
so far.
Yeah.
And I don't know shit about Atelier. Although,
You know what I'm most excited for if P4G really comes to consoles?
what's that?
I'm excited for the interviews once we get the sales. And I want to see them be surprised again. I'm sure they're going to be like, ooh, Persona 4 Golden, one of our best rated games of all time. That sold 1 million on Vita, a freaking dead system. 1 million on PC would do well on a system on like 200 million consoles. God.
It would
I wanna see
probably sell more than like all of the other versions, like combined. So
Totally.
Imagine if they did a cloud port of it.
Oh my god, that would actually kill it for me. They should.
I just end it all, dude.
Yeah, that would definitely kill it for me. Like I would just not get it.
I would just stop being
honestly, man. NFTs would probably be a better announcement.
Yeah, yeah. No, because like even with like the Kingdom Hearts games, like I was really looking forward to playing Kingdom Hearts on Switch for years, and it finally comes out and it's streamed. I was like, yep, never mind, forget it. I should play it on PlayStation.
My man just broke the first rule to never mention Kingdom Hearts on the King Games podcast.
Kingdom Hearts, more like.
Oh, you don't like Kingdom Hearts?
Nah, but those ports are terrible, man. Holy shit. I saw some gameplay of like even the first game. It's like, oh my god, it's clunky.
Yeah, it's such a missed opportunity.
How do you take a games franchise seriously when Mickey in a black uniform, a really serious uniform, turns around and says, they'll pay for this, and then proceeds to go and kick someone's ass? Mickey Mouse. How do you fucking take that seriously?
I was about to say, how do you fuck up a PS2 port in Nocturne HD?
There you go.
Nothing against Kingdom Hearts fans. I just don't get it. My girlfriend is the biggest Kingdom Hearts fan out there, probably.
I really love the music in Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, the music is great.
I really love the music and character designs. So I haven't finished the first one. I'm playing it like kind of right now on my PS5. And yeah, so yeah. I've always been into the whole thing now.
I do own all the games. I got the all-in-one package for like $20 during Black Friday. And they are selling the cloud version on Switch. The original price is what, $95?
I think so.
My God, for cloud versions. That might not even work 3 years from now.
Honestly, like that's like that's like Stadia to me. That's like Stadia.
Dude, Stadia's going under too.
Yeah, they done.
They're selling that shit off.
It just seems worse than actually like it's worse than digital. Like I get it digital, like you don't technically own it, but with streaming, it's like in like 5 years, it's probably not even gonna be playable. So
guys, before we go any further, unfortunately, we have almost 60 people here that are going to be disappointed in 15 minutes. Thank you all so much for coming tonight. Like I said, nothing is guaranteed. If you are here, you are a dumbass with actual expectations. Join us in the love. Thank you all so much for coming.
Yeah, and just to be clear to the new viewers, we're not expecting something at 11. It's just there's a possibility, and we all wanted to chat about the 25th, so...
Right. Might as well. And it's a good time with y'all. I always have fun with you, David, and you, Rikku. Always a good time.
It's been a while since I talked to both of you guys together, so glad to be here.
Always. It's always a pleasure. Now, one other announcement that could happen, and I brought this up before. What if, and we mentioned it earlier, if they announced Persona 25th Anniversary NFTs?
I wonder how that would go with, like, really big Persona fans. If they would support it or not. That would suck. That would actually freaking suck.
David, what do you think? Do you think that could happen?
I exert my right to not talk.
I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening.
I don't think so either, because that would be a Sega move. Sega would announce it themselves, and then Atlus would follow.
Oh, someone just asked, Istin asked, which Persona NFT would sell the most?
Persona 5.
Yeah.
Something with Nanako
NFT. Oh my god.
I don't know why that's funny.
Nanako. an NFT of the June S logo.
LMAO.
I think we killed J-Cat in the comments. I just saw, dude, if anyone were to do NFTs, Sega is saying that they're going to not do NFTs, but at the same time, didn't they copyright a logo the other day?
They renewed the Sega NFT trademark.
Ooh.
I could see it happening. Liam donated $3.
Me hoping no one remembers my tweet about Persona NFTs.
Me hoping no one remembers my tweet about Persona NFTs. People keep on saying Adachi. Imagine if the Adachi Chungus meme becomes an NFT. We already have the, I don't know if y'all saw on Twitter, we already have NFTs of Persona 5 Sayori painting being sold online.
Oh yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
That stuff.
What the fuck? doing this.
It's funny though.
It's very ironic. Morgana board 8.
Right.
Imagine one of those NFT monkeys dressed up as Morgana.
Oh God, dude. I could definitely see one like dressed up with a Joker mask and stuff.
Oh no. Don't put that image in my head. Now,
God.
one more thing I wanted to cover before 11. We got about 10 minutes, and we're just going to rapid fire this. As you all know, SMT5 has been getting, I wouldn't say a lot of hate, but a lot of criticism online. You know, every gaming perspective is subjective. You know, reviews are subjective, opinions are subjective. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this latest trend of SMT5 being bad?
It was to be expected. When I was playing the game before launch, I was like, it's good. It's good. People are going to shit on it. It's going to be popular. More people will shit on it. That's always the thing. It's the same thing with P5. I'm not surprised. Some of the complaints are fair, but there's a lot of bad because popular.
Right. Just because it sold the most of the franchise. And because we're probably going to get more, you know, we might get a SMT5 Apocalypse, and we might even get more spin-offs because of it.
Mm-hmm.
What people don't realize is, for all the flaws Persona 5 has, without its success, we probably wouldn't be celebrating, we probably wouldn't be on here speculating what the fuck's going to happen. You know, I mean, it was just that popular, it brought it almost to the mainstream, and SMT5 is kind of putting, you know, Shin Megami Tensei on the map as well, and there's always going to be criticisms. I have my own criticisms of SMT5 as well. Rikku, what do you think about this recent trend of SMT5? I wouldn't say hate, but it's more just like people just, you know, being negative about it.
Okay, so I think a lot of criticism that I see is fair, mainly because like in terms of SMT games, like, you know, like story wise and characters, I don't think it's the best. I still think SMT4 is like the best one overall, but I don't know. I do think that people will like kind of just see stuff and then kind of like echo it, and then it just becomes like a huge thing. But overall, like I understand people's gripes with it, and I have my own gripes. Like personally, like it's not a bad thing that it like is more of a Nocturne type of game, but I really did love SMT4's like kind of like grounded, realistic version of Tokyo and the characters and all of that stuff. But I don't have a ton of complaints on the game overall. Like I said, I still think it's a really good game. It was my game of the year last year, and I think it's still a really high quality release from Atlas and one of their best looking games ever. But I think they have a lot to build on. But right now, like I understand why people have issues with it, but I don't think it's as bad as some people say it is. So
I don't think saying it's objectively bad game, just like if someone says that Persona 5 is an objectively bad game, I think that's incorrect.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad game. It really isn't. No, it's not.
That's like comparing it to like that fucking Popeyes game that we got that Popeye game that we got on Switch like a couple of months ago. You know what I'm talking about, David.
That this one is like, oh my god, it's not even worth being called a Flash game. It's tough.
Damn,
it's really tough.
That's tough, man.
Man, dude, that's like a cereal box type of game, you know?
Right. It's saying it's bad. When someone says a game is bad, to me they're saying it's unplayable. It's just like void of any positives. SMT5 is not void of any positives.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna say like, if someone says a game is like objectively bad, I think that means that there is like something mechanically wrong with the game or something like that. And really, like in my opinion, no, I don't think there's anything like, or you know, in my opinion, I don't think there's much extremely wrong with the game. Like I think it's just a really solid game. It's got the quality. It feels like a full, like a really well thought out game. So I really don't have issues with it. I think people say it's objectively bad. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't agree with that.
I think people that are saying it's objectively bad are just trying to be edgy, trying to be the cool kids. If you come with me with complaints, that's one thing. I have complaints about the story. I have complaints about the characters. But overall, the atmosphere, the combat system, oh my god. As much as some people have gripes with it about like the level scaling, I think you were talking to me about that, Rikku, earlier.
Mm.
I still think it's a triumph for JRPGs, an example of what it can be at its finest.
I think it's just gonna be like divisive for a while. It kind of reminds me of like Final Fantasy 13 because a lot of people love the game and a lot of people hate it, and it's just like people are firmly on both sides of the fence with that game. And I think that's how it's gonna be for SMT5, unfortunately.
Speaking of Final Fantasy 13, a little off topic, but it just got verified with Steam Deck that it's going to work, and I've seen a lot of people posting that they want to play that now. Did y'all play Final Fantasy 13?
Yes, it's an amazing game.
Amazing? I don't know about amazing, but it's all right.
I love it. I really love it.
I can see why people would love it, but
Like
it wasn't for me.
Some people don't like the linear structure. They say it's like a hallway.
It's
Some people don't like the combat system.
Yeah,
And yeah, I
it's
agree with that.
really linear. I think it's too long too.
It is
Yeah,
three games.
it took me a long time to beat it. It took me like I think half a year because I was stuck on bosses for so long and just kind of gave up on it. But yeah, overall, like I still think it's a great game.
Now we're talking about Final Fantasy. Let's just go ahead and talk about 7 because we got about 5 minutes until 11. I just said that Final Fantasy 13 was 3 games. How many games is Final Fantasy 7 Remake going to be, and how long do you think it's going to take before we get the full fucking series out?
Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I'm thinking that's going to be like 4 or 5 games total.
Oh,
And that sucks. That freaking sucks. Because like if you really like, if they're trying to like, they're doing. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but how do I say this without spoiling it? Anyway, I think it's going to be like 4 or 5 games, and the Midgar section is like 3-4 hours long in the original game, and it's like 30 hours in the remake.
right.
So I think it's really going to take some time.
I think it's minimum 3 other games. Minimum.
Yeah.
We're talking like 2030 minimum before they're all
that
out.
hurts so bad, but you're
Minimum.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
Now, when do you think we're going to get them?
I think.
Well, we're
part 2
supposed to get part 2 news this year.
Yeah,
That was
just
confirmed.
news.
Right. News could be a PNG file, so we never know.
Hopefully,
like
it's a
Metroid
release
Prime
date.
4.
Yeah, exactly.
Metroid Prime 4? I kind of forgot that game existed.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just a PNG file.
when they had to scrap everything and start over, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna not pay attention to this.
So, guys, we are 3 minutes away from 11 o'clock. Something might happen. Something might. I mean,
3 minutes away from disappointment.
I'm so sorry for the 52 people, 57 now, that are tuned in. I apologize to all y'all. We are about to ruin your days. But the good news is that if it doesn't happen tonight, I think it's a pretty safe bet that it's happening at some point this week. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah.
Now, any last second predictions, any wild predictions that y'all want to throw out there before it happens? Because a lot of people are talking about, Atlas posted that Persona 1 intro the other day on Twitter, and people were like, oh my gosh, are y'all remaking the game? When the community manager made it clear, when she made it clear she's just posting the openings. Do you think they might have something in store for Persona 1 and 2 for the 25th anniversary?
I don't think before Persona 3 we're going to see anything with Persona 1 or 2.
It
And by
would
that, I
be
mean, like,
very surprising to me if that were the case. Yeah.
yeah, I think they're going to get 4 out the way first and then 3, and then maybe 1 and 2 or something.
David, so you don't think it's going to happen either? I think we were lucky enough to get the
No.
Persona 1 and 2 remakes on the PSP.
Totally.
And
Those were niche as hell back then too.
Fast just showed up, P4G for February, he says.
Yep.
Hey, I will say this, my man has a PC, but he's also fighting for P4G, and I respect that. He realizes that people don't want to sit at a computer and play. Now, Steam Deck
I'm sitting at a computer all day, man.
Right. I'm tired of it. I mean,
Right.
and if I am at a computer when I'm at home, I'm making content. I mean, that's just how it is. I'm at a computer all day at work. I just don't feel like being on it unless I'm making a YouTube video. That's just my thing. But we are just 30 seconds away, guys. Chances that it's going to happen.
5%.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that you're highballing it a little bit right there. Because I just see fucking Teddy still there. Then again, it's not even 11 yet. But I'm kind of in the thing with David. I think it could happen at a Direct as well, but it's just hard to say because the Direct happens earlier in the day, and they like to do, even if it, like when P4AU was announced at the Game Awards, they did a thing right after for the newsreel thing. So it's hard to say. It is 11 o'clock now, and I don't see shit, but it could take some time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Dumbass with Actual Expectations cast.
Let's go.
All 56 people are just really fucking disappointed.
Nah, we got what we expected. Nothing. That's
Oh,
fine,
shit! No,
What?
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm fucking kidding.
It's not February 31st yet.
Oh no! What got me about that is that people were like, people were looking at like the fine print down there instead of the date. I'm like, bro, y'all ain't looking at the date of that. Yeah, nothing's happening tonight, guys. Sorry, I'm about to lose a lot of viewers right here, but guys,
Unsubbed,
blocked, L ratio.
don't care plus ratio.
Right. So, this was super disappointing, much like my entire existence. Guys, let's end the podcast with, when do you think it will be?
Tuesday Direct announcement. Direct on Wednesday or Thursday.
Rikku, what do you think?
So it's already the first week, so I think within the next 7 days we're gonna see something. Probably.
And if it's,
I don't know.
And if it's not, I will give my left nut to David. I've
All right,
already
cool.
given him a lot of nuts before, though, if you know what I mean. Oh, God, we gotta end this shit. I gotta go to bed. It's 11:01, guys. Thank you all so much for joining the Keen's Gang Podcast, episode 12, Dumbasses with Actual Expectations edition. Thank you all so much for coming through. Let's hope something happens this week. If there is, I'll make a video on it. Life is kind of happening right now, so I'm going to be kind of slow with content. But
we're going live, man. If it happens, we've been talking about this shit for years. At this point,
if it happens, we're going live on your channel this time, David.
Yeah, we're going to be.
Yeah, we're going to get them views. Guys, Rikku and David's links are down in the description. Make sure you subscribe to them. You probably already are if you're subscribed to me. But thank you all so much for joining. Sorry if we caused you disappointment tonight, but I am a disappointing person with a disappointing channel. So thank you all so much for joining us tonight, and we'll see you guys in the next podcast. See ya.